Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good evening to all of you. I hope you all are fine and having a great time. So, let's just start today's lesson. We are studying how to talk to anyone, 92 little tricks, and we are on trick number 38, and the page number is 162. How to be a modern day Renaissance man or woman. Whenever friends visit my hometown, New York City, I warn them, never ask anyone riding in the subway for directions, because I will get mugged. They fearfully ask. No, just because you will never get where you are going. Most Big Apple subway riders know only two things about the subway, where they get on and where they get off. They know nothing about the rest of the system. Most people are like NYC strap hangers when it comes to their hobbies and interests. They know their own pastime, but all the others are like, unvisited stations. My unmarried and wishing she weren't friend Rita has a bad case of baller's thumb. Every Wednesday night, she is balling up a storm with her friends. She is forever discussing her scores, her averages, and high gain. Another single and searching friend, Walter, is into a white water rafting. He talks endlessly with his paddling friends about which rivers he has run, and which outfits he has gone with, and which class rapids he prefers. Thinking my two single friends might hit it off, I introduced Walter the paddler to Rita the baller and mentioned their respective passions. Oh, you are a baller? Said Walter. Yes, Rita smiled demurely. What is this? معقول طور پر.
Demurely.
معقول طور سے. Okay. Awaiting more question about her big bowling turn on, Walter was silent. Okay. So, masking her disappointment, Rita said, "Oh, Lail, tell me you are into water rafting." Okay. Walter smiled proudly, awaiting further friendly interrogation on paddling. Ah, that must be exciting. Isn't it dangerous? Was the best Rita could do. Okay, no, it's not dangerous. Walter patronizingly responded to her typical outsider's question. Then the conversation died. Okay, during the deafening silence, I remember thinking, if Rita had run just one river, if Walter had bowled just one game, their life might be different now. Conversation could have flowed, and who knows what else might have flowered. Go fly a kite. The scramble therapy technique is salvation from such disappointment encounters. It will transform you into a modern day Renaissance man or woman who comfortably can discuss a variety of interests. Scramble therapy is quite simply scrambling up your life and participating in an activity you would never think of indulging in. Just one out of every 4 weekends, do something totally out of your pattern. Do you usually play tennis on weekends? This weekend, go hiking. Do you usually go hiking? This weekend, take a tennis lesson. Do you bowl? Leave that to your buddies this time. Instead, go whitewater rafting. Or you are planning on running some rapid like you do every warm weekend? Forget it. Go bowling. Go to a stamp exhibition. Go to a chess lecture. Go ballooning, go bird watching, go to a pool hall, go kayaking. What is this? Kayaking? There are many interesting words in this book, man. We are not able to find. It's kind of a name of game, Go kayaking, go fly a kite. Why? Because it will give you conversational fodder, chara, for the rest of your life. From that weekend on, you will sound like an insider with all the hikers, stamp collectors, ballooners, birders, billiards players, kayakers, and kitists you ever meet just by doing their activity once. Okay, so if you take a piece of blue litmus paper and dip it in a huge vat of acid, the tip turns pink. If you take another blue litmus paper and dip it into just one minuscule What is this? Minuscule drop of acid on a glass slide. The tip turns just as pink. Okay. Let's see this word. Chote huruf. Minuscule drop of acid on a glass slide. The tip turns just as pink. Compare this to participating in an activity just one time. A sampling gives you 80% of the conversational value. Okay, you will never be at loss again when the subject of extracurricular interest comes up, which it always does. Do you speak scuba? I'm not a certified scuba diver. However, 6 years ago in Bermuda, I saw a sign, resort dives, $25, no scuba experience necessary. In just 3 hours, I received the best crash course in talking with scuba divers the world offers. Okay, first I was given quick lesson in the pool, then struggling to stay erect under the weight of my oxygen tank, regulator, buoyancy compensator, and weight belt. I went clumping out to the dive boat, sitting there on the rocking dinghy, fondling my mask and fins like worry beads. I overheard the certified divers asking each other inside questions. Where were you certified? Where have you dived? Do you prefer wrecks or reefs? Do you prefer wrecks or reefs? Ever done any night diving? Are you into underwater photography? Do you dive on a computer? What's your longest bottom time? Did you ever get the bends? Okay, so why the italicized words? Those are scuba lingo. I now speak scuba. To this day, whenever I meet divers, I have the right question to ask and subjects to discuss, and the right one to avoid. Okay, so like how much I like seafood, that's like telling a cat lover how much you love tender barbecued kitten. I can now ask my new friends which of the scuba hotspot they have been to: Cozumel, Cayman, Cancun. Then if I want to really show off, I asked if they have been to Truck Lagoon in the far Pacific, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, on the Red Sea. All the insider terms now roll comfortably off my tongue. Before my scramble therapy experience, I would be calling their beloved wrecks and reefs sunken ships and coral understandable words, but not scuba words, not insider words. Upon meeting a scuba diver, I probably would have asked, "Oh, scuba diving? That must be interesting. Ah, aren't you afraid of sharks?" Not a good way to get off on the right fin with a diver. Okay, so technique number 38, scramble therapy. Once a month, scramble your life. Do something you would never dream of doing. Participating in a sport, go to an exhibition, hear a lecture on something totally out of your experience. You get 80% of the right lingo and insider questions from just one exposure. Think about it. Suppose at a dinner party, the table conversation turns to scuba diving. If you two had done your one-time only dive, you would ask your diving dinner companion if he likes night diving or whether he prefers diving on wrecks or reef. He will never believe it when you tell him the deepest water you have ever submerged yourself in is your own bathtub. So then you turn to be the bungee jumper seated on your left and asked him, "Do you prefer chest waist jumps or ankle jumps?" If the conversation then changes to tennis or martial arts or chess or coin collecting or even bird watching, you can keep up and keep the conversation going. What a guy, what a girl. Okay, that's enough for today, inshallah. See you tomorrow. Until then, please subscribe channel and hit the bell icon, and please share it with others. We want to make a huge community, We want to make a huge community so that we could learn together, we could discuss together. That's it. Okay, thank you. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.